that one. And talking of AFL, none other than a legend of the game in Melbourne, Sam Newman joins us now. And Sam, first of all, I can't believe the look. That for a start. And what's this? Conversion to the greatest game of all, an AFL legend wearing a rugby league jersey. I never thought I'd see the day.
Well, it's the new strip, isn't it, Chris? The old Crushers, they're in town.
Oh,
I've got their magazine, boots and all, and a very nice journal too, some profiles on Lorraine O'Driscoll. She's been recruited from the Queensland Transport Department, where she worked as a resource coordinator for the Director General's office. So this will prove to be a winner, this, with stuff like that in it. And I've coloured in the, this is of Bobby Lindner. This is Bobby Lindner. And I've coloured him in. So that should win me. It says you can win a 4X, they're condoms down here, 4X, a Gold Crushers jersey signed by Bob and Mike Ford. Now, that should be something to look forward to.
I can't wait. Sam, Gary Belcher, what position are you going to play?
Well, I only know one position, a position that's a hooker. Is there any other position?
No, I think that'd suit you down to the ground. Listen, some disturbing news has filtered back to us this week. Apparently the president of Fitzroy, who are obviously going down the tube, will not consider the merger with Brisbane. Now, what's his name? Tunstall or somebody, is it?
No, Dyson Hoare Lacey. H-O-R-E. And he has ruled out a merger. I've heard that they're going to survive in their own right. I don't know how someone's going to come up with a quick $2 million and save them. And Bernie Quinlan was approached to be the coach, and he accepted. Did you know that?
No, we didn't know that, Sam.
That's just a rumour.
Look, we love you up here, but down in Adelaide, I believe that they were circulating I Hate Sam Newman masks last weekend. Is that right?
This is them. They were wearing those in the crowd. Now, I'm in the middle of seeing my attorney about this.
You look shattered.
I just tuned into the station to watch, and there I couldn't believe it when I saw a couple of the masks up, so I'm making some inquiries.
Sam, talking about Adelaide, it's Donna here. In the paper earlier this week, the AFL were talking about putting a second team into Adelaide and also into Brisbane. It's all right for Adelaide because they're an AFL city, but the Bears are just getting on their feet here. What do you think about that?
There's talk about putting another AFL side into Brisbane? Right. Oh, no, surely not. No, I thought it'd be a good idea if Fitzroy, the Lions, merged with the Bears. I think we need a stronger presence in Queensland because the Crushers now and the Broncos. But, oh, no, they wouldn't be putting another side in there. Adelaide's the next cab off the rank with whoever joins there. And, of course, we have the Dockers. So I don't think so. I think that, Donna, I think that information is astray.
Out of the paper, Sam, out of the paper.
Oh, well, then it must be right.
Yes.
Yeah, well, that's it. That's gospel.
Sam, Tony Durkin, talking about Adelaide, I heard today... Sam, I love your jersey. I heard today that Tony Modra may leave the Crows and come to the Bears next year. Is that a possibility?
We're trying to... there's a search party out in search of Tony Modra's brain at the minute. We're not sure what he's doing. We heard that he'd been signed by a very well-known manager over here who exclusively deals with the highest profile sports and media personality in Australia, whose initials are Rex Hunt. But we're not sure if that's true or not. We're not sure if that's true or not. And Tony could be doing anything next year. I don't think he knows what he's doing.
Sam, you predicted the West Coast Eagles and, who was it?
West
Coast Eagles and...
Carlton.
Yeah, Carlton
got
play in the grand final. What about Sydney without Dermy beating them?
Well, you know, there is a significant phrase you've just mentioned, Sydney without Dermot. He's been a liability to him. He's been counterproductive to one they're right about. No, motivation is the greatest... I'll just give you a bit of a lecture here, Don. Motivation is the greatest thing in life, and of course they weren't motivated. They can't go up or down, so they weren't fearful of anything happening. And it didn't matter if they got beaten, in fact, because they can't slip out of where they are, I don't think. Well, mathematically they can, but realistically they won't.
Well, thank you, Sam. And for fears of getting a I Hate Sam Newman mask from Dermot Brereton, we might leave it there for this week, and you'll join us again next week.
Look, I can't tell you how much of a pleasure that'd be. Is your name now... someone told me, Chris, that your name is Bombalus.
Bombalus. Very close.
Bombalus. What's going on here? Durkin, Bombalus?
Smith. There's a coup. Bye-bye, Sam.
You got any regular names up there?
We'll take a break on the Footy Show. More coming up shortly.
Coming up, we remember the Parramatta Glory.